Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. I want to share a story today about a time where I was able to preserve a $1 million contract for a $1 billion client, gain national recognition, and an award for myself from the client. So here's how I did it. In 2019, a multi-billion-dollar entity selected me to manage their business. Now, I had been with my employer for only 6 months, and here's what I walked into. I walked into 70 people across 2 locations, 2 different generations, 2 different ethnic backgrounds, and one unhappy client. The previous manager that my employer had positioned for that business relationship, the client didn't like. See, before I ever walked into the room, I decided to do something a little different with my offsite team, and I recorded YouTube videos. I wanted to introduce myself, tell them a little bit about me, and just have them expectant that I would be meeting with them and showed them how excited I was to meet with them. I wanted them to see it on my face, right? That was the first step to bridging the gap. The next thing I did is I met with everyone. And contrary to maybe what some leaders might do, this meeting wasn't about an agenda. This meeting wasn't about a performance. This meeting wasn't about vision casting. It even wasn't really about me and them getting to know me. I wanted to hear their pain. It was literally a just tell me what hurts type of conversation. And as you know, I talk a lot about vulnerability. And so in that roundtable discussion, one of the employees just took the opportunity to unleash on me, not against me, but it was against the business. It was against the previous manager. Remember, they don't know me at all. This was their first time meeting me. And so this individual was so adamant about their displeasure with the company that the very next day they thought they were going to lose their job. They didn't lose their job, but I thought that was interesting because that's how deep their pain went. But I knew in that moment when the room went quiet, when he, had everybody with the shock and awe because he was, pretty angry, that was a pivotal moment for me. That was going to set the tone for how my team would see me moving forward. That was going to distinguish the type of leader that they are witnessing right before their eyes. And so I wasn't offended. I thanked this individual for their feedback, and I decided to take that constructively. Fast forward a year later, after many meetings and more YouTube videos and ways to bring this team together, we get recognized nationally by Newsweek 2 years in a row as a top 3 industry leader across the country. Now, this is why this is significant. The billion-dollar company purchased this private brand. The private brand has been active for 100 years. It was the first time in that private brand's 100-year history that they were recognized nationally in this way. The larger entity, the billion-dollar client, they actually ended up giving me an award for building strong relationships. So the brand got recognized nationally. I received an award for my efforts. And my employer and the client, that relationship got repaired. And there was so much synergy and there was so much happiness. We were such a cohesive unit that 2 years after that, I moved on from the company, and the brand decided to take their business and bring it in-house as well. I'm not saying it was because of me, but what I was able to build, the framework that I teach and share, it works. And that's what Andy Enriquez shares. The process works if you work it. The team didn't change because I managed them well. They changed because they finally felt safe enough to be who they were created to be. Their talents, their skills, their giftings was pulled out, not just by me, but by my team, the people who are my direct reports. And so if you're in a leadership position today and you're in a similar situation, just know the process works if you work it. It's going to take vulnerability, it's going to take courage, and a whole lot of transparency. But if you stick to your core values, you can definitely make a difference in the lives of many people and possibly save your workplace's business relationships. Thanks for listening. Hope you have a good day.